So here, back at Lona's, recently, been 4 days of practice. Miami has came out with a depth chart. A depth chart, I mean, I'm not sure how much it could mean this early, but they came out with a depth chart. And we're going to go through the depth chart. We're going to go through the depth chart, feel who we feel should start, advice who they said was going to start. So let's start the thing off, man, with a linebacker. We got, what, 2 on the field. Who you feel should be the starter? Who do they say is going to start? First of all,
projected players are Zach and Patrick Brooks, right?
Sam Brooks.
Sam Brooks, sorry.
Zach
and Sam Brooks.
Zach and Sam Brooks. You good with that?
I mean, no. I want Avery Huff.
Me too.
You want Avery Huff and who?
Zach?
I'll take Avery Huff and Zach.
So I want to.
Avery Huff and Zach.
What did Zach struggle with last year? Like, why was that? What did he struggle with?
He didn't struggle. He just wanted the red shirt to get an extra year.
It wasn't that he struggled. It was like we went more to a 2 linebacker set.
Okay, so at the time.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, I'm not going to be on the field.
Yeah. You feel he'll get more
much,
time.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, that took some balls to do that. So you good with that?
I'm good. I like them 2 starters.
Like Brooks and Zach?
Zach and Huff.
Zach and Huff?
I would like to see Zach and Huff, but...
Oh, you want Zach and Huff?
I want Zach and Huff. I'm with X on that.
Okay. Right, what's your, why not Brooks? You feel he's too young, he can't stay healthy?
I don't know if he's ready. He played number DN in high school, didn't really play linebacker. He got to put on a lot of weight. We got a lot of development issues with him that we got to get done first. I'm hearing he's about 220 now,
he put on some weight.
which is great to hear. So if he's 220 and he can play like he did in that La Tech game against Power 5 opponents, then we got a good problem on our hand. But from a physical standpoint, athletically, I like Huff, man. Zach McLeod.
All right. Defense ends. We just lost a huge defense end. Who they got starting now? Jalen Phillips and
Quincy Roach, right?
Quincy Roach, right?
Quincy Roach.
We good with that, right?
Obviously.
We good with it. But we got a deep at defense end.
Yeah, it was deep. You got
well, Greg
Jahari.
Yeah.
You got Cam Williams.
Yep.
You got
Greg kind of hit
coming in.
the Chaz Williams. The other, it's like three different Williams on the defensive line.
Right.
So we deep at defensive end.
Yeah, we're pretty good there, man.
So
the depth comes in at defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Good depth too.
Game.
So tackle, who we got starting at tackle?
They're saying Ford and Nesta.
Yeah, Ford, Nesta, and Miller. Them the three rotating right there. Ford, Nesta, and Miller.
Don't be surprised if Miller unseats Nesta, man. Miller got a little bit more moves than Nesta right now. I mean, I want to see Nesta. I think Nesta could be a dominating D tackle, but he needs to develop more than the bull rush.
Where's Nesta getting stuck at? Because Nesta, I'm sure this is the first time he's ever been not the bully on the field, not the strongest person on the field.
It's health. He haven't been healthy the full season yet.
Okay.
First year he got hurt.
Right.
Just playing.
Last year he got hurt.
Yeah. And when he does play, he needs to play with more leverage, and he needs to develop. His bull rush is great. He needs to develop another move and a counter move off that. And he could be probably really a good defensive tackle, but he needs to really work on his game.
Right.
Big time.
Striker. Who they got starting at striker?
Gil first.
Gilbert Fritz.
And then who's backing him up?
Keontra Smith is backing him up. Me personally, I like Smith. I like Keontra.
I like Keontra. I like the range that Gil can give us because he can play some corner out there, some nickel out there.
Right.
He played corner before. He's really long. 6'1", 6'2".
I just thought he should be like the perfect striker, right? I just thought that was perfect for him, but I don't know. I have been working out.
The thing about the striker,
it didn't work out that bad. Last year he was playing behind Romeo Fitness, so it's like
his second year in the position. I think it's possible he could take a jump because now that striker position. Don't forget, outside of covering, you got to shed blockers. Old linemen, sometimes fullbacks, tight ends.
Right.
So I think coming from a place of playing corner all his life to playing that, where he's more in the box, getting a little bit dirty, get a little more strength, get a little more confidence, not come back off the offseason, I think he'll be more ready for it. But the perfect striker on the team is Amari Carter, but he seems to be a pet for the safety coach, but so I don't know. So I don't think he's ever going to be there, but in my opinion, my estimation, he needs to be the striker. He's a perfect striker. He's a wind-up toy. He needs to be there.
Right. So transition on to that, man, at safety. So what was said was Banda said was the only person that had a starting position etched in stone was Amari Carter. It came out, they printed it in the paper. Said Amari Carter's the only one. So we talking about it wasn't Greg, it wasn't Roach. Amari Carter was the only one that had a starting position.
It's the co-DC talk.
That came out in the paper, man. How you feel about that? T got a lot to say about that. How you feel about that?
Where do I start? First off, what film is he watching to tell knowledgeable Hurricane fans that this guy is going to be the guaranteed starter? Does he think we not watch film? Like, bro, we saw him not get over the top and get Gil smoked on that seam route.
Florida game.
He's a liability in
Florida?
coverage. He headhunts because he's been kicked out of 2 games. We kind of alienated Derek Smith just so this kid can start. And based on his skill set that we've been watching for 3 years, he's a perfect striker. But they're going to make him be a back deep safety because that's what the co-DC, who seems to have a real affinity for the kid, maybe personally off the field, which is allowing him to play more because he should not be playing over Gervin Hall or Bubba Bolden on anyone's team anywhere.
So you're a coach. Tell me how. So why would coach be so stuck on you, coach? I mean, so what's going on there? What do you think going on there? Why does coach like it so much?
Little bit. I think sometimes coaches get players that remind them of themselves, and they can't let that go. Or they do so many things right, or they're factoring off the field stuff versus just keeping it on the field.
Right.
So, and he's a bit of a pet, you know. Sometimes you get a guy who does all your drills right. Sometimes you get a guy who leads the group. Sometimes you get a guy who runs hard on every single conditioning drill.
Right.
I get it. Those guys, you probably want them to start a little bit and let somebody, you're going to have to beat this guy to come get him off the field. I get it. But we just got 2 guys that are really more talented than him.
At least you understand.
Period.
Who you feel should be at safety?
I starting safety should be Gervin Hall and Bubba Bolden.
Bubba Bolden, Gervin Hall.
Yeah. And then behind him
I love
should be
Bubba Bolden.
Avonte Williams.
Huh?
Then behind that should be Avonte Williams.
So wait. So we ain't going.
And Amari Carter. He can be the starter at striker and the backup
But they
safety.
play like 3 or 4 steps. They play a bunch of safeties in the game. They switch them in all the time.
But the starter should be 26 and 21. Like that's
Period.
No hesitation.
Don't play around with it. Period.
Okay, so cornerback position. Who they got starting at cornerback?
Al
And what's an Ivy?
Ivy.
Ivy and Blades.
How we feel about our cornerbacks?
It's solid. I mean, I'm not
Solid.
excited about them. They solid.
We going with solid.
They solid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they solid. That's all, man.
Who back up? Who we got behind them?
Gary Couch.
and Christian Williams.
Christian Williams.
How tall is Couch?
Couch might be
5'11".
5'9".
Couch comes across as really small to me, but he
He's
could
about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
He's not that
But
bad.
he our best cover corner though.
Right. When you see him, he's small.
But you know how it is with our defense, with our coaches. You can't get on the field unless you're a Ray Lewis tackler at corner. I don't care, whatever. I don't.
Who that used to recruit the 6-foot cornerbacks? Who that was? Said they was recruiting all 6-foot cornerbacks. That was Randy.
I think that was Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Yeah.
Or whatever,
Gotta
but-
be 6 foot or 6.
I think our corners are solid. I think they're lacking some technique. But I like them. They're solid. They need to. I'm glad to see Al Blaze stop doing that. He had a tendency to overjam a lot. Like, bro, you can't just keep somebody on this line of scrimmage. He's good too.
Right.
Like, but you know, so it's good to see he's finally got out of that. With Ivy, he needs to get his head in the game. So I'm willing to see mentally him be dialed in every single play because both guys got all the talent in the world.
Right.
I mean, are they first round corners? Not projected to be, but they got size, they got speed, they got tenacity, they could play. You know, they getting coached
got
up.
like 3 turnover chains in one game, didn't he? 2 or 3.
Something like
Two
that.
at Pittsburgh.
And they got a front 7 that get after the quarterback, so they shouldn't have to cover that long. It's
Right.
about them making plays and being able to read routes, you know, being able to pattern read, being able to see what's coming. It's gonna come in their film study. Their plays gonna come in. Are they reading? Are they doing?
Okay, so yeah, that's our depth chart. So if we do have football, the ACC is the last conference standing. That's what we'll see on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll see on the field.
ACC, baby.
Yeah.
It just means more.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? This nigga, my shit,